I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members. Thank you. It's continued support like yours that keeps this channel growing. And if you haven't already, please consider joining today. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Generation 1 Triple Changer Autobot Sandstorm, and I love this toy. Originally released in 1986, he retailed for approximately $12. And this is one of the figures that I picked up recently at TFCon in Orlando. Very happy to add this guy to my collection, and I have to agree with the general consensus on this figure. Probably one of the better, if not the best, triple changer I found in G1. This guy does all three modes just right. It's really great figure. So the first mode that we've got here is our Dune Buggy mode. And he's done mostly in orange and black with a lot of sticker detail. Now, these are brand new stickers that came from Toy Hacks, because the stickers that were on him were not only were they pretty bad, but a lot of them had been misplaced. Also, like the engine detail stickers here had been put on the bottom here. So yeah, he needed re-stickers. So I re-stickered most of the figure, not all. The window and the windshield, these I kind of left. There's a couple that I left, but for the most part, yeah, re-sticker all the way around. Dune Buggy measures approximately 6 inches long. It's about 1.5 inches tall. As you can see, rolls really nicely. And it's a fairly good Dune Buggy. It's got one minor nitpick. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But as you can see, you got the little roll cage right there, little engine showing here in the front. Usually a Dune Buggy of this style would have the engine in the back. So you've got engine details here, but you've also got an engine in the back there. Normally the engine, if these are being built out of Volkswagen frames, the engine's going to be back here. That's not what I'm talking about. That's just me being a Volkswagen nut. The back here, where you have this propeller showing, this is part of the helicopter. So that's just kind of there. And he's got a half of a spoiler wing back here. Normally you'd want him to have a full spoiler going from side to side. Would have been cool if they found a way to make that, but you know, understandably, again, he is a triple changer. Triple changers always had a hard time pulling off all three modes, and for what it is, this guy pulled off this mode perfectly. So that is the Dune Buggy mode. For comparison, here he is with another Autobot triple changer, another triple changer, and also fellow Autobot. And I picked Springer for the comparison because Springer and Sandstorm both do vehicle modes, like land-based wheeled vehicle modes. They both do helicopters and they both do robots. So I picked Springer for the comparisons on this one. So there's Springer's kind of a armored vehicle mode, just so you can see what the two of them look like together. So transforming Sandstorm here into helicopter mode, we're going to start by flipping up the little tail just like that. We're going to take the engine and we're going to push it into the actual cockpit here. We're going to extend the front of the vehicle, and then we're going to push the entire cockpit forward. This is going to allow us to take the rear wheels and flip them in right there where the little engine piece used to reside. We're also going to take the front wheels here, and we're going to flip these up, and these are going to form kind of landing gear along the back right here. We're going to take these panels, we're going to flip these up, and then this is going to flip forward like so. We're going to flip the whole thing over, do it again over here. So flip this one now, we're flipping down, and we're going to flip this piece forward. This whole orange piece right here is going to flip up and over, and there are little tabs right there that are supposed to grab on here. They don't grab the best, at least not on mine. I don't know if that's just an issue with mine, or actually let's push those back in. Yeah, they don't really grab. Like, they kind of show you where this back piece is supposed to go, but it doesn't like clip into place or anything like that. Most of the times I always get a little bit of it pops up a little bit like that on me. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong there. I don't think I am. I looked at the instructions online, but anyway. There's a little round piece here. We're going to pull this up. There are 4 little arrows there, and these are going to be your propellers. So just move all of the propellers and line them up with the little arrows. And there we have Sandstorm in his helicopter mode. Measuring approximately 6.5 inches long and about 2.5 inches tall at the top of the rear stabilizer rack here. Having a hard time. I'm trying to like snap these and just make them spin, but every time I do that, I kind of screw up the. Yeah, Every time I do that, I screw them up. They're not straight anymore. I was really kind of hoping that I'd give them a good flick and have them spin for you. But anyway, such as it is, there is SANDSTORM in helicopter mode. Pretty cool helicopter mode. I like this. And again, it's a sensible helicopter mode. He does this well. It's like a big... It's not like an attack helicopter like Springer's going to be. You'll see that in a moment. It's almost like a personnel carrier or a cargo helicopter almost. You got the 4 blades or the 4 propellers on the top instead of the twin. Kind of a wider stance right there. Kind of almost like either a gunship or a passenger carrier or personnel carrier, supply, transport, kind of a thing. But there you go. Again, very well done helicopter mode. And of course, because you have the wheels from the vehicle mode down here, these are all still freewheeling. The helicopter also rolls really, really nicely. A lot better than Springer. He rolls okay, but not great. I guess he rolls better in helicopter mode than he does in his armored vehicle mode. But there you go. So you can see what the two of them look like together. And again, gosh, it just rolls so nicely. It's such a fun little figure to mess around with. So finally, transforming SANDSTORM here in the vehicle or in the robot mode. We're going to collapse all of the propellers and we're going to push that down. We're going to flip down his little stabilizer wing and we're going to flip this part all the way back over again. We're going to flip the figure over. We're going to flip the wheels back to the, I guess, the bottom of what would be the dune buggy. Same thing up here. We're going to take these and flip them. We're going to take the wheels and flip them. Now, take the cockpit here. We're going to push this all the way back. Take the front of the vehicle. Extend these. These are going to be the legs. Take the little orange pieces right here and flip these forward to form the feet. These little pieces here we're going to form up, and right in there you're going to find the forearm. We'll flip that down to form the arms. Same thing over here. Flip this piece up. Flip that down to form the arms. And then finally we're going to pull up on the engine and we're going to spin it around to form the head. And there we have SANDSTORM in his robot mode. And in this mode he measures approximately 6.5 inches tall, going all the way around so you can see the robot. No gaps, no hollow spots. Looking really good. Very good looking robot. Again, now for articulation, not a whole lot here. You can move his arms up and down at the elbows, and that's going to be about it. Well, no, you can turn the head side to side due to transformation. He can turn his head side to side. He does have a weapon. Now, mine did not come with a weapon. I got him at TFCon. He was loose, and it did not have a weapon, so I 3D printed my weapon. But there you go. And there's SANDSTORM in robot mode, looking really good. And again, for comparison, here he is with fellow triple changer Springer, so you can see what the two of them look like together. And because he's always here, just in case my Nintendo cartridges won't boot up, here he is with G1 Optimus Prime, so you can see what the two of them look like together. Yep, pick this guy up at TFCon. Very happy to have him, to finally add him to my collection. I managed to check off 2 more figures from my 1986 lineup at TFCon. He was one of them. Very happy to get him. And I have to say, I've heard it said a lot, and now that I have it in hand, I have to agree. One of the better, if not the best, G1 triple changer. This guy does all three of his modes very, very well. This is a very fun figure to just have here on my desk and fiddle with him. This is a fun figure. If you find this guy out in the wild, I highly recommend you pick him up. And I think that about does it for Transformers Generation 1 Triple Changer Autobot SANDSTORM. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.